am going to show you my bench press setup. I had a friend of mine who asked why I set up the way I do and how I do it, so I'm going to make a video. So, why we set up for bench press? Well, because we want a nice stable platform to press off of. If you just lay it flat on the bench, yeah, that'll work, but it's not exactly the best for your shoulders. It's not exactly the best position for bench. Plus you miss out on a lot of things like leg drive and some other little important deals. Plus, if you're going to be a power lifter, you gotta set up for bench. It's just the way it is. When you get that nice heavy arch, you actually limit the range of motion that you have to use, and you can press a little more weight. This also works for bodybuilding because it helps protect the shoulders and puts you in a really, really optimal pressing position. So anyway, one of the most important things is when we're setting up for bench is your knees. Your knees need to be below your hips. That's why we set our feet way back or way out, so that when you press back with your feet, you're actually not going to pick your butt up, and you'll drive your back in and get a nice hard arch. So I'm going to show you that, and I'm going to show you how I set up, and I'll also add a few little tips in there for people that have to do it flat-footed. I don't, so you can be in whatever federation you need to be in or whatever. Okay, so what I like to do is lay back on the bench like so, get my eyes pretty well either on this side of the bar or just dead even with the bar. You have to step back. And then I like to get my grip, set my palms so that they're not across here, but actually a little bit inward, so it's actually across, across here. The reason I do that is because of how I twist up my elbows and twist them in as I'm benching. That's another trick in another video. So I'll push my head back off the bench like so, get my shoulders set in, retract my traps a little, or my scapula a little bit, and then I'll actually bridge up, get my eyes lined up with the bar again while pushing my traps into the bench. Set my feet back. My knees will be nice and below my hips, and I'm actually pushing back with my feet right now. Roll the bar forward a little bit, set my grip, press up, roll the bar out till it feels good and light and neutral. Tuck my elbows, pause, press. And that is pretty much my bench setup. Now, that is very uncomfortable, let me tell you. Step back. It is not exactly the best thing for you sometimes. It's not horrible, you get used to it, but you're going to feel this in your legs, your back, your chest, everything. It's going to be full body. Now you notice that my feet were up. I didn't have my heels touching. Some federations don't allow you to do that. A little trick you can do is use your squat shoes. That'll give you an extra ½ inch to set your feet back, and you'll still touch the ground, and you'll be able to still get some decent leg drive out of that without having to have your feet way out. Also, you can also turn your feet out wider, which will help as well. So that's pretty much how I do my bench setup, why I do my bench setup. I hope you like this. I hope it's been informative. And as always, until next time.
I could take the pitchfork from the devil, keep a super suit like I'm incredible.